Hello everyone. Today I am going to share you some coding practices that I follow in my daily coding life. So here I have created a simple application with some dependencies as Spring Web and Lombok plugin. This is a sample Spring Boot application. As you can see here, I have created a class called cat with name and color and controller to get all the cat details and to add the new cat and greet the cat based on the name provided with the required false. And as you can see in the service layer, I have created a method for greeting, adding cat and getting cats. Here I have checking if the name is null, it is not null and not empty, then we are returning hello cat, hello name, otherwise we are returning hello cat. And here also add cat, if the cat is not null we are adding cat and providing the result as name, and if not we are returning the error message invalid cat detail. And for the collections, getting the all cats, if the collection list is empty then we are simply throwing exception as no data found, otherwise we are returning the list. So now I am going to show you the real application of this. I am creating a simple HTTP file which is simply to run the get post request localhost 8081/greet. I simply provide nothing as a name, and let's try. Okay, and if I hit that request, it provides me result at hello cat because we have not provided any name. And if we provide a value in request param is kitty, then it's going to return us hello kitty. And same goes for adding the cat detail, cats, and we can define a content type of the request body application JSON. And to provide the request body we have to provide one space in the .html file, and we can simply put a JSON response. Here name and color. Name is, let's provide kitty, and color is gray. Let's run this request. As you can see we have provided the value, so we are returning the kitty address successfully. So let's try the next request, which is get all cat details, all cats, and simply run it. We are getting okay 404. Let me check it. Okay, cats. Right there I can get the result that already added in the list. Here you can see the logic is we are checking the null for the name and also the empty value, and in the case of adding cat we are checking with the null value, and in the case of returning the cat we are checking the collection with the is not null and not size greater than 0. Here we can do some refactoring to the code. So let's begin refactoring. Here what you can see is instead of providing the request mapping with the method name and the URL, we can simply do is we can, for the get request we can simply use get mapping and provide URL /greet, and we don't need this one. and same follows for post mapping slash gets, and here also get mapping slash gets. Here our code had been simplified. And I want to show you something, that when we have around 4 or 5 import by the with the same package, here this Spring web.bind annotation that asterisk is imported, because we have used get mapping, we have used REST controller, we have used request params, and we have post mapping from the same packages. So it has imported that asterisk file. So if you want to see the what the classes that we have imported in the particular this controller file, or in a particular file, what you can do it, we can go to setting and go to code styles and go to which program language are you choosing, Java, and here define how many, if we import, here it defines if you import 5 classes or more than 5 classes within same package, then it will replace all the package with all the classes import with asterisk. So here if we define 10, what we gonna do it, if the package that are importing is if we impose the more than 10 classes within the same package, then only it will add asterisk. Let's format it. Yeah, now here you can see we are seeing all the import. So if we want to see the all the imported that we are importing in a particular class, then we can change the setting from the setting option, and we can see all the imports from the in our file. If we have so much so much classes to be imported from the particular package, then it's better to use asterisk for code, this code. And if we want to, but if we have only certain method, and we should need to see the which are the classes that are imported, then we can change the setting from the settings. So this is one. Now let's do some more code formatting. Let's go to create method. Here what we are seeing is we are using this logger method to log the particular method, so that when we run the create method, we can see the in the debug greeting. Let's run once and use the get method. And go to debug. Here we are seeing greeting, because we have added a log in our service file, so we are showing this log in our console. It is highly useful when you are debugging the error that is in the production. Through the help of log, we can also find the error in our application in the production environment and other environments. Instead of using this long length of code, we can simply use, we can use the annotation that is provided by the Lombok is @slf4j, and we can remove this and just simply use log. This will work fine. So instead of using that long line of code, we can simply remove this with either log annotation. It will work. You can see greeting. So it is very helpful to identify the log in the production environments. Now let's try something else. Here we are checking the null and this checking the equals. It makes our code feel like it's not so well managed, or there is two checking that is done in our particular for a smaller name. What you can do here to replace this null checking and equals empty checking by simply using the class string utils dot isEmpty name. Not if the name is not empty, then print name, else print hello cat. If we go through this method, you can see it is checking null and it is checking dot equals. It is checking with the dot equals method. So what we are doing in our service layer has been shifted to the Spring's default method, Spring's inbuilt method. So here our code has been simplified, more simplified. So what we can do for this also, we can replace this with objects class object dot non null. If it's not null, cat. It will also check the null checking. So the simple logic is hidden from our application service for our service, and that is handled by the inbuilt method of the Spring and programming language. So here we have simplified this code, and here also instead of checking with the null and the size for the collection, what we can simply do is we can use class called collection utils from Spring framework dot utils dot isEmpty cat list, and to provide, and we have to check if it is not empty, then we should return cat list. What we can do it, we can do not here, or we can simply do dot not here. It will automatically add to this method, and looks fine. Now here also, instead of writing the returning statement two times, what you can do, we can simply change it with torrent operator, like is if we have simple two condition, if and else, and there are no other if else, it is better to replace that simple if and else with the torrent operator, which will simplify our line of code. And so let's do it through return string utils dot isEmpty name. Provide not if it is not named, it is empty, what then we do hello, else we use cat. By this we have removed this two line of codes. Here our code seems more readable and more simplified. Here if the name is not empty, then we are returning hello plus name, otherwise returning hello name. The logic is always same to the previous, but we have here we have reduced a line of code that have written. And here also okay. Then let's try once. All the APIs, whether it are working or not. Go to request, go to run. First of all, try get by name, where receiving get kitty, and let's try without name. We are getting hello cat. It's fine. And let's try the second one. Get address successfully, and let's try to get the data. Okay, we are receiving kitty and gray. This try this once without inserting the value in the list. If we try to get all the values from the list without which we have not inserted yet, and it provides the no data found exception in the path. So here we have simplified our code and it work fine. in our application. Now let's try something else. In the applications, we can also use the custom header template in our application, so that when you create our new class like as test demo, in the header like as package, we can also add our name, or the date that we have created is author ABC date 2020 10 12. We can create like this in our during the creation of the classes. It will be automatically added in our new classes through the header template. So let's try it. Go to setting, go to templates, file and code template, go to file header, and here we can define our text. It's a comment, multi-line comment. Here I define @ author. You can give any names. Novice geek, and @ since the date. Yeah, if you scroll down to the down, here you can see the different variables. If you use $user, we will receive the current login user in our system. If you use date, we can get the current date of the system, comma. If we can also use others variables such as month, year, day name sort. Let's use this also. It will be. Let's do some formatting. And let's try this. Apply. Okay. Now create new Java class. Test demo. Here we can see the author tag and the since tag, means it's the date of today's date, and this is the today Sunday, and the name of the creator of the class. So let's go to a new thing. That is, in the IntelliJ we can also create our live template. Like I just when you create some new class, test demo, and when you write PSPM, it will automatically create the public statement string argument. It is also defined in our application, in our IntelliJ project. It is defined when you type PSPM, thus add this line in our editor. So we can also create our own live template in our application. We'll see that later. Now first go to testers. In the IntelliJ, what we can do it, we can, if we want to create a test class of this service, what we can do it, we can go to test there and go to specific package, and what we can do it, we can create new Java class, create service impl test, and what we can write is public void test grid, and we can write the code, and we can annotate this with test. If we do this, we can simply create a test classes. Instead of doing this, what we can do it, we can simply, let me delete this, we can simply go to this class and click on the class name and press Alt Enter, and here is option called create test classes, and select the testing library. I am setting JUnit 4, Okay, go to identify this class name. In the class name, in the test, the class name test is the suffix for the class name, and test is the prefix for the method name. Superclass, you can also add before or after class, and we can select the method to which we are going to create the test classes. If you press enter, what you can see is we can simply see the all the test methods that created for us by the system automatically. So here we have created the 4 test cases with one setup method. So here if you want to add the new test methods by using the live template, what you can do it we can simply add a new template from the here search for template and go to live template, and we can add the new our custom template. First add template group, custom template, and in there let me add a new template. Template name is test method, generate test method description, and I provide this some code to define the context is what is Java, yes, Java, and we can also define the statement expression in which this template will be applicable. I am setting for all for now. Let's write some code. In the general term, we are defining the template of the test classes, like public in all the test cases are void, and start with test and have some method name. Method name can be different, so let's define variable instead of define method name. In this we use double dollar sign to define variable. Method name, after that and we write comment, so some code here. Okay, and here the option, if you when you use this double dollar sign, here the option enables for edit variable. We can define the initial value or default value, name, method. I am defining method name, method. Okay, and apply it and do okay. Now try to create test method, like test method. If we click there, this we can get the test name. We can define the name as test grid. Enter. Here we can simply create a test method, and we can also edit the template. So this for it. So from this way you can optimize your code. So this is the general patterns that I follow to write better codes, and one simple thing I want to show you. Okay, go to cat method. If you suppose this method, if this is a method of from the other service, and it can also create the exception, it may be generate exception, then in that case what we can do it, we can put try catch. To simply put try catch, we can simply use dot try in our code, and it will automatically generate our try catch block for us, like just like we have done in our string util dot isempty method. And while returning this value, what we can simply do is we can, instead of writing return, what we can do it dot not, and if you simply provide dot return, it will automatically add a return in front of your return statement. So this is part 2 for today. Thanks for watching. um, Also share some tricks or some pattern that we follow while doing programming. And thanks for watching. Keep learning. Okay, bye.